guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Angie. If you're new here, if you're not, then welcome back to another video. Today I created this look using my favorite products of 2020. These products are, in my opinion, the best products of the year. They are the products that I enjoyed the most, the products that made me feel the most comfortable. So if you are interested in seeing how I created this look, then just keep on watching. So here's the thing. I wasn't going to do this video. I didn't think it was necessary. I didn't think I was there. But then thinking about makeup, throughout the year, I have some favorites that I think deserve to have the title of best makeup in 2020, in my opinion. So without further ado, let's get started with another video. So I'm just gonna go in the order I normally do my makeup, and for eyebrows I have two eyebrow pencils. The first one being the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. This is so good, so creamy, so pigmented, super affordable. It's $5. The Morphe Micro Brow Pencil is also really good. I discovered this pencil more towards like the second half of the year, and I've been using it nonstop. Is what I'm wearing on my eyebrows right now. I don't have a favorite eyebrow gel that stood out to me in 2020, but I do want to give an honorable mention to the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel that's been holding it down for the last 2 years for me. It's affordable, it's good, it does the job, but yeah, then again, it's not like my favorite of 2020. I also don't have a primer, like a favorite primer. I have some good primers that I like, but not like my favorite, like the best of 2020 primer. Like, I don't have one, so I'm just gonna skip that step. So I have 3 foundations that are, in my opinion, the best of 2020. These foundations always looked good on me, always worked with all of my primers. Whatever occasion, they just came through. The first is the Rare Beauty. What is this called? Like, I don't know the exact name of the foundation, but this is the Rare Beauty foundation. I love the shade range. I love the formula. I love the coverage. I just love how it looks on my skin. It's more of a natural, your skin but better, but it does give you a nice, decent coverage to feel comfortable. The second foundation is the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. This is literally the best high-end foundation, in my opinion, of 2020. This foundation came out in 2019, but I purchased it at the beginning of 2020, so that's why I'm calling it like my favorite of 2020, because I used it throughout the year. I have the shade 115. It's a medium to full coverage, like natural finish foundation. It's not dewy, it's not matte, it's like right in the middle. It's easy to work with. And then the one I'll be using today is the Physicians Formula Natural Defense Foundation. Now, I have 2 shades. I don't think they have the best shade range. I purchased light to medium, and it pulls a little bit on the pink. I still used it because it's so pretty. And then I purchased the shade medium. I really like this foundation because it has SPF, and I have a really hard time including SPF in my skincare routine, so I tend to gravitate towards products that have SPF. This foundation gives you very light to sheer coverage, but I like to pair it with more full coverage concealers, and I think it does balance it out. Then again, like, I really like this foundation, but I do feel like their shade range could improve. But the formula is there. Like, the formula is really good. I also have a couple concealers. I have the Rare Beauty concealer. I really like this concealer because it is so easy to work with. It's very light to medium coverage. It's buildable, but it's great for those days that you want to do like the bare minimal. Also, I like to pair it with more full coverage foundation. That way it evens it out. Also, the Oma Stay Woke concealer is really good. It's super creamy. It gives you like medium to full coverage, but it's not drying or cakey or thick on your skin. So I really like it, which is what I'm gonna be using today. So I have the shade Fair Lady T3 in the Oma Beauty Concealer. I'm also going to add some of the Rare Beauty Concealer just because the Oma Beauty is more closer to my skin tone. I'm using my Dose of Color sponge. It's not my favorite of 2020, but my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge was dirty. So I don't have a favorite powder or setting powder, so I'm just going to skip that step. I'm going to do it off camera. All right, so my face is all set. Now for bronzer, I don't have a favorite bronzer of 2020, but I do have an honorable mention. I've been using this bronzer since I purchased it nonstop. It's so good. I've mentioned how it is so easy to blend. The formula is so forgiving. It's more on the like natural side, but you can build it up and it doesn't look dry or like a lot. So for blushes, I have 3 blushes to mention. 2 are from the same line and brand. They're the Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur blushes. They're cream blushes. This is in the shade Pink Sky, which looks like this. It is so pretty, especially like for the summer and spring. And then this is a most recent purchase, that is the shade Blurred Buff. I can't stop wearing it. It's more natural, more warm, more perfect for like the fall and winter or every day. And then lastly, the MAC Cheer Me Up blush. No. The shade is called Cheer Up and the line is called Glow Play Blush. So it looks like this. Now, before you come for me, they are not the same. They are not the same. This is more coral. This is more pink. Thanks. I like these 2 blushes and this one because I'm heavy-handed when it comes to powder. You guys know it. I love mattifying products. So because of that, sometimes cream blush can be a little difficult for me to use. These 2 lines have been super easy to work with, and especially with my, like I said, with my mattifying products, it doesn't lift my foundation, it doesn't lift my powder. I don't have to go out of order. I can apply blush the same way that I've been applying for years and still be able to use the cream blush. I don't know what blush to use. I'm gonna go with this one. That was a fast choice. Brush and apply it. I can't believe I forgot my favorite concealer of all times, the Dose of Colors. So creamy, so good. These 2 concealers are pretty similar in regards to formula. So for highlighters, actually, to be honest, I didn't really use that much highlighter this year. I just wasn't attracted to highlighter for some reason. I'm kind of over it, sort of. So I have 2 honorable mentions, not favorites, but honorable mentions because I did use them. Like if I was using highlighter, I was using that. The Milani Stella Lights palette. And also here and there, I use the Revolution palette here. I'm going to go ahead and just mix them both. An honorable mention to my Anastasia Contour Kit. I've used it almost every single day as well. And then the highlight is so nice. And then the setting powders are also pretty good. I think it's a really good investment. I was able to get it on sale, but I know this retails for like 40 bucks. So if you have a gift card and this is something you've been eyeing, you're not going to waste your money. If it's ever on sale, get it. I highly recommend. For eyeshadow, I kind of feel bad mentioning this because it's not like, okay, so I really like the Hocus Pocus palette. It is so beautiful. I never got to use it in a video because it was sold out immediately, and then I don't know if it's gonna get restocked. I hope it is because it's so pretty. Like I said, like it's so gorgeous. But this is one of my favorite palettes from the year, and I know like this came out like in October, so literally love it. This shade is almost like has a dent in it already because I use it so much. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a look with this eyeshadow palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start off with the shade right here, Hello Salem. So pigmented. Also, this eyeshadow palette is an experience. Ugh, if you have the palette, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna go ahead and run that through my eyelid just to create a little bit of a transition shade. The shade On Toast. And I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing. Just gonna run it right through the same place I ran the previous shadow, very softly. Now I'm gonna grab this shade right here, Bewitched, and I'm gonna apply at the outer corner. Now I'm gonna apply it to the inner corner. I'm gonna attempt to create a halo eye. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna grab a little bit of concealer. Just gonna try to clean up a little bit of that middle part. I'm going back with that green and just kind of retouching the edges, sort of. Halo eyes make me very nervous, and well, not halo eyes, more like halo eyeshadow makes me very nervous, and I end up like covering my entire lid. So this is very challenging for me. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean my brush from all that concealer, and now I'm gonna wet it with some setting spray, and I'm gonna get some of that green shade right here. It looks so more vivid in person than it does on the screen for some reason. So I'm gonna go in with the same brush that I used for the green matte shadow and just kind of very softly go over everything on the very top. And then with the fluffy brush that I use at the beginning, I'm just gonna retouch the edges of everything. So favorite eyeliner of 2020 has to be the L'Oreal Flash Cat Eye Waterproof Pencil. I have to give it to it. It has been so good to me. I love it. It's so easy to use. I've been using it all year. For a good minute, my lash and glue, my eyeliner and glue adhesive came through. Okay, so I just went ahead and finished my eyes. I added mascara, some lashes, retouched a little bit of my brows, and just added a little bit of lip liner and lip gloss. Lastly, my favorite setting spray of 2020 has to be the Milan and Make It Last. It is so good. I love the smell of the spray, and I also really like the mist on it. It's right between direct and spread out. It's not like everywhere, but it's also not like just straight at you. So it's a nice balance, and it makes my makeup last all day, and it keeps me matte, but without making me feel tight or dry. So I think that's it. Pretty much those are my favorite products of 2020. Those products stood out to me the most throughout the year, and if I wasn't using them, I kind of missed them, and I kind of just reached for them over and over again. And they were the products that made me feel the most comfortable. So I think that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!